All right, another game that was a surprise to a lot of people, and including me. As I said, my picks both hit last week. I almost picked Texas. They were almost a touchdown favorite, and they played Arkansas, and it wasn't close. Arkansas ran them off the field. 40-21 is the final score. It wasn't that close. Texas scored a touchdown late. Hudson Card looked bad. Wow, after a week one game where we really we lauded him for looking pretty good, like a pretty solid quarterback. And he might still be. I'm sure he's still a young player. I'm not writing him off or anything. Did not play well against Arkansas. The defense looked like they just had trouble tackling, and I don't know. It was a mess for them. So, how much of this did you get to watch? What are your thoughts? What are your takeaways from this Arkansas Texas game?
Yeah, no, I watched a fair amount of it. Yeah, very, very interesting. Actually, Casey Thompson will be starting next
Yeah.
week for Texas. So the Hudson Card era was short lived. I'm sure he will get another chance. He's a very talented kid. Not again, not writing him off. Hate to do that, but yeah, no, the Texas was just steamrolled in really in every facet, and it started up front. I guess that maybe that's kind
Yeah.
of a theme of what happened kind of this week in general, all across college football, is just getting manhandled up front. Arkansas just did whatever they wanted to do in the run game. They didn't throw too well. KJ Jefferson was functional. I don't think he had a touchdown. He did have a pick, but just running, they could do literally whatever they want. I think a lot of the credit goes to Kendall Briles. They're creative in the way they run. Like, I mean, it's physical and downhill, but it's also in ways that we don't really see other people do it. You saw I think it was their first touchdown. It was like just a little kind of like you had a kind of an offset eye actually with the fullback and kind of snuck the fullback and was kind of an off tackle to the other direction. Neat little touchdown run. You just realize like yeah, like this is Kendall Briles really in his bag tonight. And I just want to maybe just throw something out there too. Sam Pittman and the job he has done is incredible. Like 2 years ago, you just go back to 2 years ago, Arkansas hasn't won an SEC football game in 1,000 days. It has been 1,000 days before Arkansas has last won over that before they had last won an SEC football game, and the atmosphere that was in Fayetteville on Saturday night, that was incredible. Like just the life that he has brought back into that program, the fight that he has there. He's maybe not the smartest, wittiest guy, but just the ability just to get players to show up and play for him, and coaches like he kept his coaching staff from last year with Barry Odom and Kendall Briles.
Mhm.
They that might be the best coordinator tandem in the SEC. That is a loaded. I mean, if you think about how loaded that coaching staff is, that's I mean, to his credit, that's to Sam Pittman's credit that he could keep them there when they were in demand, and had yeah had offers, and he kept everything there, and they go in and a home game in Fayetteville, top 15 team comes in, and you just absolutely smoke them. And to think of how different that is from 2 years ago, massive props. Yeah, congratulations to everyone in Arkansas. They deserve it. It's time. I think Arkansas is maybe like a sleeping giant a little bit in the way that they could be. They were good once, and they could be again. Yeah, if they get, yeah, hopefully they can parlay this into some recruiting success. But just they were just a total class better than Texas, and it was apparent from the kickoff.
Yeah, I'm not super down on Texas after this. It's Sark's first year. There's still talent there, whatever. They'll figure out how to be decent, I think. This is more about Arkansas to me and everything you just said. Yes, that. Sam Pittman has done an incredible job at Arkansas. You really have to respect what they've got going there. And it's fun to watch. Like you mentioned KJ Jefferson, like not a great quarterback by anybody's definition, made a few timely throws, made a few timely runs, and they just figured out this. They scored 40 points on Texas. That's it's just very impressive. The coordinators couldn't have made better hires than what he did. So yeah, I like Arkansas. My favorite SEC team. I grew up in Arkansas for a few years actually as a very young child, and have visited many times since. But so there's a soft spot in my heart for that state and that program, and it's just really cool to see them doing things most people would not have expected out of them. I figured they were still a year away. I think I took the season under just on the win totals just because their schedule was so difficult. It's not looking quite as difficult anymore. So props to Arkansas. Very impressive.